110% sure this is who you saw?
This is definitely the man I saw.
Have you ever seen him before?
No.
And the other man?
Unfortunately, I didn't get a good look at him. The light was reflecting off the windshield, but he was heavy set. It was really dark. I didn't want them to see me.
All right. Y'all, listen up. Y'all know the voice is Mo from The Good Earners, reviewing the Soprano podcast. All right. First mistake. Why are you in position where you could be seen? You're witnessing a murder. Why are you taking it into your own hands and trying to investigate something that ain't got nothing to do with you? All due respect, you have no business being here. So that's mistake number one. You're in a position where you can also get whacked because you're a witness, but instead you're hiding and ducking just so you can get here to try to play some kind of superhero or some such, as they call them in here, a flag saluting individual. That's my way of cleaning it up. So that's mistake number one. You got too close to the scene and put yourself in position.
I'd heard gunshots, but I thought it was kids with firecrackers. And then when two men drove out in a car, I crouched down in the ragweed.
Sure.
It began to dawn on me what had happened. And like I told the responding officers, I didn't finish changing the tire. I walked to a phone call right away.
Thank you, Mr. Arthur.
So goddamn fed up with crime. I'd hate myself if I didn't come forward and help you put these people behind bars.
Mistake number two. He makes this about him. He makes this personal. He now makes himself become invested in what's going on, where he says, hey, I would have hated myself if I didn't report this. Now, again, y'all, this is all in the context of The Sopranos. It's not in real life. Absolutely. He's doing his due diligence. Don't let it ride. You need to inform the authorities. However, we're talking about a mafia show. And y'all have heard our podcast, all 86 episodes plus. So y'all know how we give it up. But making it to the point, it's like, I didn't even finish changing my tire. I immediately went to the phone, and it's like, again, why are you making this a personal thing? So, again, mistake number two in real life, sure. But in this show, mistake number two. Let's see what happens after this.
Thanks to people like you, we may just do that.
May I ask who the dead man was?
Just a poor kid got hooked up with the wrong crowd.
Crack?
Something like that.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, my God. Please, God, no.
What the hell is it?
The victim has now further been identified as Matthew Bevilacqua, a Soprano family associate.
Where's that detective's number?
On the fridge?
Those lying cocksuckers. Where on the fridge?
On the fridge! On the fridge!
Where on the fucking fridge?
I knew it! I knew it! But you had to be the big man!
Now, this is probably the best decision he made, which I think they highlighted in the episode we obviously spoke about in our pod. He realized she realized when reading the newspaper that this kid wasn't just some kid on crack or something like that, as the police referred to, but he actually was involved in the mafia. He was a friend of theirs, so to speak. So the fact that he realized how big this was and how connected it was, he immediately makes the decision to say, no, you got to get me up out of here. And now it's funny because he's even using the verbiage they used. He says lying cocksucker, using the same language, but there's no lies there because, again, you would have hated yourself if you didn't report. But I love how quickly the wife tells him, like, hey, you need to get this together immediately. Like, he's about to, obviously retract his testimony. So in this world, that was the smartest decision. This could have been a bigger issue. So I found this to be one of the more interesting scenes.